this is made up of different parts from different cars?
There was 21 to 23 cars, depending on who you spoke with in the movie.
Wow, that's a lot more than I thought.
No digital back then. What was interesting story about this car in particular is Eddie Sandlin, the original owner, his dad worked for John Carpenter and was the sound guy.
Oh, nice.
And he saw like a pre-screening of the movie, saw a guy have that car, and they're like, they're all, they're smashed. So he put that in the paper, wanting a 58, or he wanted Christine.
Her name's Christine. I like that.
Yeah. So he searched 8 cars, and he was getting anything from Chevys, DeSotos. If it was red and white, people were saying, yeah, it's Christine. Well, he finally found one. It was in Sachi. Paid $800 for it. He went ahead and zipped down to Bill and Ed's, where they took them all and had a field day for parts. So the actual wheels from the opening scene where you see the first sale and Artie first buys the car and grabs the wheels off of there. Most of the front end and rear end were the one where it got caterpillared in the side. That was an actual Fury. Grabbed the steering wheel, mirror, parts of the dash, anything they can get from there. Fender spears were off the burn car, the one that was on fire chasing everybody down the road. But it's basically set from about 4 or 5 different cars that were,
That's what I thought I read about it, but I didn't know that there was so many in the movie.
It was utilized, and go from there.
How'd you ever get that car fixed up like that? Oh, just plain old-fashioned hard work, huh?
But anyways, it's transpired eventually. We've been a couple now for 10 years. And it's interesting. We've been to Playboy Mansion, and we had some wild shots. In fact, Lita Ford flew out here a couple months ago, and we did a great photo shoot. And,
I just saw the Soska sisters out here doing one.
Oh, they had a lot of fun meeting with her and getting to know her better.
Wow.
And she does her little secrets and has a few little gimmicks up her sleeve, real well, and goes from there.
Well, I'm glad that she's looking as beautiful as she is, and I hope that she continues to tour.
Oh, she will be. In fact, if you go to ChristineMovieCar.com, I list all the upcoming shows and events that she'll be doing throughout the year.
I also saw you had a really impressive book collection, all the releases for that.
All the different countries. I got about 20 more books at home. Need a bigger case.
I got one of those, like one of the older ones in my car right now. So.
Oh, okay, that's great.
Anyways, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
And as you just saw, we got to meet Christine and her handlers. And not only did we get pictures of her running us over, but we also got this picture, which she signed with her tire track. Autograph. Awesome, going on the wall.
Also, she talks now, and she likes redheads. Who knew?
She's owned by collector Bill Gibson, and we want to say thank you for keeping the fear of that 1957 Plymouth Fury alive.
Thanks, Bill.
There's 2 other people that we really have to mention when it comes to Christine, and that's obviously Stephen King
And John Carpenter.
Which, oddly enough, came out the same year.
Stephen King had not finished writing the novel yet when Columbia Pictures began work on the film. Both came out in 1983.
So some pros and cons between the book and the movie. In the book, the deaths are a lot more gory. You get to see every rib break, they're pasted to the ground. She demolishes their houses just to get to them. In the movie, I understand that they had limitations. Like in the book, there's a giant snowstorm and most of the violence happens during that. There's no snowstorm in this, which is good because how could you really drive a Plymouth Fury? In the book, there's 3 different sections. On the first section, you're stuck in Dennis's head. And then in the second section, you finally get out for a third-person view, and that's good because that's when almost everybody starts dying. Problem is, it takes like about 200, 300 pages. One pro about the movie is she kills people right off the bat, like an assembly line.
As far as the point of view shifts in the book, was that a creative plan by the master Stephen King? Stephen King actually had planned for the entire book to be written from Dennis's point of view and realized about halfway through that would not work for any of the car killing scenes. That was back when he did a lot of coke. Anyway, he wrote himself into a corner and decided, I don't know, I'll just turn those parts into third person. Problem solved.
The third part goes back to Dennis, which a couple people like Arnie get killed off screen, and it's just horrible. You don't even get it, you just hear about it.
What were you thinking, Stephen King?
I do cocaine!
Let's talk about the cast, aka the shitters.
So you got Arnie. He's basically your discount Crispin Glover in this.
In movies that are big, and I'm a movie star, so.
Yeah. Then you got your Dennis dude. Dennis dude was also in Top Gun. Dude, Top Gun.
Eddie and the Cruisers.
Yeah, I don't remember him that, but I do remember Top Gun because Top Gun's the shit. And you've got a very young Kelly Preston in there, which is interesting because her husband John Travolta debuted in Carrie. So something going on
Stephen
there.
King thing going on.
And then you've got Alexandra Paul, who plays Lee. She's just god awful. I know there's a lot of you out there who've watched Baywatch, and when she's in slow motion and everything's, you know, in slow motion,
Where her talent comes out.
I'm sure she's great. But as far as this movie goes, she does this like breathy 1-900 voice. That car, I choked on a burger.
We didn't do so hot.
Hey, some things can't be helped. Some people do.
Oh yeah, Christine Belfort.
Christine Belfort, who plays Arnie's mother, used to live in the Amityville Horror House. I am completely jealous.
So to wrap up the shitters, Roland LeBay, he possesses Arnie, his ghost is all over the place. He's not even in the movie. When Buddy survives Christine's attack, he climbs over a snowbank and Roland's ghost gets him. I don't know, it worked okay in the book, but I'm really glad that they ditched the whole ghost thing for the movie, because it's Christine.
The film's origin, where she's just a badass bitch who ran out the assembly line, is much better for keeping the film within a certain time limit and just keeping the plot simple. Now, I'm a big fan of Stephen King's books. I have an issue with a lot of the endings, but one thing me and Stevie are always on board about is music. Dude's got great taste in music. You got AC/DC and the Ramones and Pet Sematary. They even wrote a song for him. And in this film, you get lots of classic 50s rock. They use it to show how Christine communicates. When Dennis tries to break into the car, she plays "You Keep On Knocking But You Can't Come In." When the very first guy sits in Christine and lights up a cigar, she plays Buddy Holly's "Not Fade Away" just to let him know what the rules are.
The movie's soundtrack is really amazing.
Great cover by Bonnie Raitt in there of "Runaway."
And right in the very beginning, you got George Thorogood's Bad to the Bone. He was supposed to have a cameo, crush her to a block. I guess he couldn't act. As for the ending, yeah, she gets crushed as a block in both the book and the movies. But in the book, there's a hint that wherever those blocks were sent, that somehow she's back because she kills a character that's not even in the movie, but who moved to LA and was working in a movie theater. In the movie, it kind of suggests she might come back too, because that block starts getting all twitchy and fixing itself.
That's right, we just told you the ending. We don't care. Told you there'd be spoilers. You knew what this was.
Yep. Well, a big difference in the endings as well, that they use a big bulldozer to kill Christine. However, to be more fitting for LeBay and hating the shitters, they use a big pink truck that is used to clean out porta potties.
Christine, fun fact, Stephen King is known for using lots of profanity in his books, and in Christine that is no exception. One word he uses is pie hole, which actually appeared in print for the very first time in that novel.
I like the book a little bit better than the movie, just because of the graphic deaths and violence. I'm into that. However, it's a long read, so if you're not really willing to sit down through this book to get all that, just see the movie.
And personally, I haven't read the book because to me, demonic car is way cooler than ghost dude haunting a car. So if that's not your bag, stick to the movie. Put that in your pie hole and smoke it.
Yeah, shitters. And Thomas R. Barron was definitely the best boy.
Alex Skvortsov was.
Yeah, there was two of them. Best boys, plural.
If you can pronounce the other one's name, I think you're the best boy.
Cut!
Quick shout out to the Reaper on your final answer. He just invited us to review Chupacabra on his channel. I wish I could say it was a great experience, but hey, check out his channel and see for yourself. In the meantime, leave a comment. Let us know. Do you like the movie of Christine better, or do you prefer the book? Have you met Christine yourself? Tell us your story. Give us a thumbs up, and hey, share the video with your friends.
This is Yugoslavia's poster of Christine. Got a whole bunch of the movie posters here from Belgium and France. This is the Japan one. They also have a huge collection over here. You can see all the Christine memorabilia they have on display. Even the blue Christine.
It's not real. It's like the Blue Jason.
I think it was from the other car in the movie. And then here, as we were mentioning earlier, is he's got a impressive collection. All the different has all of them.